So I got an old file here that I already annealed and normalized. Left it overnight yesterday. And I think we're gonna try to make a file blade. I've seen people do it a lot. I've never personally done it because I know files can be really temperamental steel because they're very, very hardened. But I think I did the annealing process right for it to try to make a pretty sharp blade. So we're gonna light this forge, try to get warmed up, melt some of the snow off in here, and see if I can do this without messing it up. Well guys, we got ourselves a snowstorm. Of course it doesn't look like it on camera, but we actually got a pretty substantial snowstorm. Supposed to get about 8 to 12 inches of snow today. So I figured what a perfect day in the cold, the wind, the snow, to just be outside in nature and do a little forging. Yeah, like I was saying, it's snowing. We got snow everywhere. It's not sealed in here by any means. It's a lot more protected from the wind and it's covered, but snow does still come in all around there, especially when we get those eastern winds. So, whew, I'm cold. I'm ready to get this thing lit. Let's get this fire going. As you guys saw, I did get it forged. Right now we're just normalizing. I got my tang drawn out. I got my little bit of profile done in. I'm probably gonna have to cut that tip out. I don't know if it's gonna come through on the camera, but I did have a cold shut, but I tried to cold shut it and like taper it out so that it's wasted material anyways. Either way, I can grind through that. That's fine, no worries. I'm actually really happy with this too. I'm not used to working thin material anymore. I've been working everything out of such thick material lately that I forget like how fast this actually heats up. Like that's the first process in normalizing done in a matter of, I don't even know, 3 minutes, 2 minutes. So I'm gonna do this 2 more times. Each time step it down a little bit colder, a little bit colder, a little bit colder. And then we'll grind it, get our bevels, well profile, and then our bevels. And then quench it and harden it. And then we will also temper this one at the same time that we're tempering the chopper. So excited about it. Handles on this one's gonna be a little bit different. Haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet, but I wanna do something unique with it. I'm also not in a huge rush to get that one done. The chopper I do wanna get done by New Year's. The other one I'm not in a big rush to get it done. So that one I'm gonna take my time with. Might do some like inlays on the handle if I can. I'm even thinking about trying to do a stainless steel handle because I have a ton of stainless steel stock and I also have a ton of aluminum stock. So I'm thinking I might be able to work something together there and kind of make my own little mini lathe and get a pretty cool handle out of it. All right, well, she's officially normalized. It's really light. Like this is gonna be nice. I'm excited for this one. But it's normalized. Now we're gonna do a profile grind. Try to get rid of this. Come on, focus on it. Try to get rid of this weird little cold shut that I have at the tip, which I think will be fine once we grind the profile. I think it'll be a-okay. As you can see too, it's got just a little bit of a belly starting right here, and it works its way over from tapering that down. So I'm gonna take that out of it too, but that's easy. That's not bad. Well, I tell you what, I must have a hardened bit of steel on the end here because I've gone through just about every freaking drill bit I have, and it just keeps breaking. So we'll just grind down our pin stock. It'll be fine, but I got my, let's try to get under a good light here. I got my bevels done. Got my profile shaped up. So I mean, it's a nice little blade. It'll be fun. I'm excited to heat treat this, get it sharpened, and go from there. Well, that was a lot tougher than it was supposed to be. My fire was going out. I had to stock it up just enough to quench it. And then when I did quench it, my oil wasn't warm enough, so we got a slight warp. I'm gonna let it cool in the vise. That should help take out any of the warp. And then when I temper it too, then when I temper it too, I can check it that way. But we're gonna let it cool in the vise, be done with this stuff for now, and just wait for it to cool down, clean it up, temper it, then be done. I'm done for the day. It's cold out here, it's windy. Things just aren't working. These last couple of things that I've been trying just haven't worked. Like making this knife, just been a pain in the butt. I told Brandy I was gonna be in by like 2:30. It's 4 o'clock right now. So, no. Yeah, it's 4 o'clock. So I'm probably gonna get yelled at. All right, guys. Well, I got this knife tempered up, and we are going to try to finish sand it. My belt is kind of shot, so I'm hoping it works out good enough. My new belts don't get here until Wednesday. I'm also quite a bit under the weather, so I'm just going to shut this off, or not shut this off. I'm just going to turn this on, and we'll start grinding our finish grind, and then we'll go into hand sanding and then sharpening. There it is, guys. The finish grind on it. Getting a little bit better at my bevels. As you can see, getting a little bit better with my bevels. But I still need to make a platform for this instead of just this. I also need to cut part of this out so that I have just a 2-inch piece of metal behind it. That way I can get up close to my tang and get it just nicer, more symmetrical, more consistent. But yeah, I'm happy with the way this turned out. This looks much better than what I'm used to making. So, pretty happy with that. I think it's going to be a nice durable blade. I'm also freezing cold, which is probably not the best idea while being sick to come out here and do this. But it is what it is. I'm gonna get the handles done for this now. And I think I'm just gonna use red oak because I have, I think I'm just gonna use red oak because I have it and it's easily accessible and it's strong. And it's really tight grain. Like if you look at this red oak that I have here, like it's really tight grained red oak. It makes really good knife handles. I got this one here. This one even has a split in it and it still holds up really well. So it's just a good durable knife handle. But I think that's all I'm going to use for this guy. Yeah, I'm real happy with that. Well, Amazon finally decided to deliver my sanding belts and my knife sharpener. A couple of things that I really needed. So, oh gosh, I'm getting attacked. Getting attacked. Ah! Anywho, it's time to get back into the file knife. It's been a couple of days. I'm excited to get into it. And I think I'm actually going to try something that's probably going to be way too hard. Might end up a failure, but I at least want to try it. The reason I say it's going to end up a failure is because I don't have a mill or a mill head or a mill table, any of that stuff. But I have all this aluminum stock. I want to try to make my scales out of this. It's a good size for a handle on this knife. I'm going to try to make my scales out of it and make an aluminum handle. I think it'll be really cool. So before I get completely destroyed here with snowballs, I'm going to set you guys up. I'm going to cut this down to size. Then I'm going to flatten out the edges, like give myself a flat face on each side. And then from there, I'm going to try to split it just because I don't have any good enough drill bits, I don't think anyways, to try to drill through and then mill it out. So I'm going to have to split it like a regular scale, I think, and do it that way. It's definitely going to be tough. Definitely going to be tough, but I really, 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 really want to try it and see if I can make it work. It's actually the next day, guys. It got kind of late. Then we had dinner, and I just didn't want to spend any more time out in the barn working on this knife. But I did get it glued up. I got the handle rough ground. I'm decently happy with it. Definitely could have been a lot better. But for not having a mill and really essentially doing this all by hand, like I had to grind out the resets for the blade to sit in there. I had to file it. I did a bunch of work all by hand. So I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. It's not done. But I do got the rough shape in here. The blade is ready for finish sanding. The handle is going to get finish sanded. I'm going to do the blade first and then do the handle last. And then we're actually going to polish the entire thing. It's definitely going to be more, I feel like, of a decorative knife. Usable. Absolutely usable knife. But I don't know how, I mean, the handle's kind of grippy. It's actually really grippy as long as your hand is warm on the aluminum. I don't know how grippy it's going to be when we get that finished polish on there. So, I don't know. The transition in the shoulders could be better. Like, we got a little gap down there. We got a gap there. It's filled with epoxy, so I'm not super concerned about it. But it's just those little things, those little minor details that, you know, first off, if I had a mill, would go a lot better. Not even a mill, just the right setup, period. That would go a lot better. And what I need to stop doing is I need to make full tangs. So what that means is however wide my handle is going to be is how wide my tang needs to be. So I need to start making full tangs. It's going to make it a lot easier because then I don't have to cut out the inside of the handle. So let's find a piece of wood here. So like, or even better, right here. So like with this, what you would do is you would trace it out and then you would carve out the inside of this so that the blade sits inside of it so that you get a nice closed seam. You do a full tang, you don't got to worry about that. You just slap the scales on there, get your handle or your tang to rough shape of what you want the handle to look like. Slap your scales on there, cut your scales down to your tang, grind everything down, make it look good, make it look smooth, and pin it. And you're good to go. But I'm going to polish this up. Not going to turn you guys on because just polishing, finish sanding and polishing. But next time you see me will be the finished product. Well, got her sharpened up. Being quiet because I'm inside now and Octavia's sleeping. But got her sharpened up, got her polished up, and I'm just going to say I am very happy with it. Look at that. There's obviously some imperfections. but for doing it by hand, I am very, very happy with it. And it is sharp. Yeah, super happy with this. I don't know if I'm going to sell this one as one of my first knives being sold, or just keep it as a good kitchen knife. What do you guys think? Drop a comment down below. Let me know. You think I should sell this? Or just keep it as a nice, homemade, all around kitchen knife? Either way, very, very happy with this. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn those notifications on so you can see when new projects, new videos come out, because there's going to be a lot more of these in the future. We're just going to get better at it, time and time again. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.